Even though many viewers have been searching for an answer to this question, the truth is actually far simpler and far more important than any one plot twist. Rue does not die in Euphoria Season 3, Episode 8, for one very clear reason. Season 3 of Euphoria has not been released yet. As of today, no episode of Euphoria Season 3 has aired. There is no Episode 8, and there is no official script, scene, or story outcome that shows Rue's death. The question exists because the wait for Season 3 has been long, because rumors and spoilers have circulated online, and because the emotional weight of Rue's journey has made so many people fear the worst. But the reality is that the story of Rue Bennett is still unfinished, still in the hands of the writers, and still unfolding in a way that has not yet been revealed to the world. Rue has been the emotional center of Euphoria since the very first episode. A young woman whose struggle with addiction, grief, and mental health has been portrayed with raw honesty and deep vulnerability. Her story has never been about a simple arc of recovery or a single tragic ending. It has been about the messy, non-linear, and often painful reality of living with addiction, of trying to love and be loved, and of fighting for a future that feels uncertain every single day. Fans have grown to care about Rue not because she is perfect, but because she is real, because her mistakes feel human, and because her hope, even when it's small, feels like something worth rooting for. That's why the idea of her dying has sparked so much fear, so much speculation, and so much discussion, because the thought of losing her feels like losing a part of ourselves. Throughout Seasons 1 and 2, Rue has been pushed to the edge more times than anyone could have predicted. She has relapsed, she has nearly lost her family, she has nearly lost Jules, and she has nearly lost herself. But each time, she has come back, not because the show is protecting her, but because her story is about survival, not about a single dramatic death. The creators of Euphoria, including creator Sam Levinson and star Zendaya, have consistently emphasized that the show is not about shock value, but about truth, and the truth of addiction is that it is a long, complicated battle that doesn't always end the way we expect. That's why the question of whether Rue dies is not just about a plot point. It's about what the show stands for, what it wants to say, and what it wants us to feel. As of now, there is no episode of Euphoria Season 3, Episode 8, and there is no confirmed ending for Rue's story. Any claims that she dies in that episode are either speculation, misinformation, or fan fiction that has been mistaken for fact. The show has not released any official material that confirms her death, and no credible source has reported such an outcome. The only thing we know for certain is that Season 3 is still in production, still being written, and still being shaped in ways that will determine how Rue's journey concludes. The wait has been long, and the uncertainty has been difficult, but the truth is that the story is not over yet. For fans who have been following Rue's journey, the fear of her death is understandable, but it's also important to remember that the power of Euphoria has always been in its ability to show both the darkest and the most hopeful moments of life. Rue's story has been about pain, but it has also been about healing, about connection, about love, and about the relentless, often exhausting, but ultimately necessary work of trying to live. Even if the show does choose to end her story in a tragic way someday, that ending will not define her entire journey. What defines her is the way she fights, the way she loves, the way she makes mistakes, and the way she keeps going, even when it feels like there is no reason to. If you've been waiting for Season 3, if you've been worried about Rue's fate, or if you've been moved by her story in the first 2 seasons, take a moment to remind yourself that the truth is still being written, that the final answer is not yet known, and that the story is still worth waiting for. Please like this video if you care about Rue's journey, and if you enjoy honest, thoughtful discussions about the characters and stories that shape our screens, consider subscribing to this channel. Together, we can keep following the stories that matter, one episode at a time, until the final truth is finally revealed.